Okay, I'm here to talk about this particular wheelchair. We're going to be going to the parks, and my wife has difficulty standing for a very long time. She has um, type of wounds that really don't heal, and it's been a problem for a lot of years now. But we love going to the parks, so we got ourselves one of these chairs. It's a transport wheelchair. Let me see if I can find the specs real quick. Um, if you're interested in getting it, it's pretty light. It folds up, and it's called the ultralight folding transport wheelchair. It can hold up to 220 pounds. Its height is 38 inches. Its depth is 40.6, and the seat is 25.2. The seat is important. You want a wide seat because a lot of these come really short. The back wheel is a 12-inch, and the front wheel is a 7-inch. And we've been testing this wheelchair for some time now. It came with a headrest, and the chair also kicks back. So if you hit this here, you can bring it down like this and bring it back up. We don't actually like that feature. I wouldn't suggest getting it. I would get one that's just more stationary because it just adds for the weight. Let's talk about this guy. You have your brake, which is right here. And the way the brake works, you just click it up, boom. And it locks in two places, at this wheel here and also that wheel there. It's pretty steady. See, I can push around, the wheels don't move. It really grips down. To release it, it's a little button that's right here. Press that and it is off. So that button right there releases it down. That locks it, that lets it go. And we've gone on not heavy, bad terrain, but it will go through gravel if you're careful. It will go through, pretty hard dirt or grass. It feels a little rickety, but this thing is pretty solid. I added some straps here, kind of just sort of weird, but this guy here, if you're trying to just push it around, I just grab a belt strap like this, and it holds it in place. So what I realized when I did this, because this thing will fall down as you're pushing it. Like if there's nobody in it and you just want to push it. Usually my wife will get out and she wants to walk. She can use this as stability. You can grab this here and you can carry it. Bam, that's how light this is. And the other thing we got in the back, I put another one back here, another small strap. So when this thing folds up, and let's just go and do it real quick. I'm going to pop this here. So this is your release right there. And then I'm just going to grab it and pull it this way. And then this guy, see, it falls down all the time. So I'm just going to put that right there. And then what I do is I use this guy here. I'm going to lock this in place so it doesn't move. And then I just move this around. So this is a smaller version of this bigger belt strap. I just put it through here. And it keeps it from falling down. But it also provides yet another handle, so that's hooked in place. I can now carry it this way, or I can either keep this guy strapped or whatever, and I can also do this. I can walk it, just like that, or I can move it this way. So if I'm carrying it, I want to walk, I can walk with it. There's all kinds of things. If you want to get really goofy, you can take it and use it as a shoulder strap, just like that. You don't want to do this for very long, but it's capable of carrying it. So we're going to take this with us on a trip. We're just taking a Toyota Camry. There's going to be three of us, three adults. And hopefully it does fit in the trunk. We tried it in different stores. We live up in the mountains, so the altitude's pretty high. We're well over 7,000 feet. So we got a lot of hills, and this thing, it is pretty tough. It is solid. So we're going to be at the parks for, I think, about 5 days. Universal and Disneyworld. And then we're also going to be doing Cape Canaveral. So we're going to be, it's going to be doing a lot of stuff. And so far, just in the mountain area here, it has lasted. So I'll hook this guy back together. Just like that. Hook him on. The other nice thing is that it comes with a little pocket back here. So right now we've got little guys here, stuff. This is for mosquitoes, mosquito repellent, stuff like that. Another good one we're going to bring, I'll just do this. I'm just going to start talking about a lot of our equipment. When you're on the rides, let's say you want to do a water ride, we found these guys. These are also on Amazon. And this part of it slips on your leg, and see it's got elastic, and then it's sealed down here. So it will go, you put your entire foot in there, and the elastic holds it in place, so it'll actually come up your leg and cover your feet and cover everything. So your feet don't get wet, because in Florida, when something gets wet, it doesn't dry very fast. And so we keep a bunch of these in place. And then we're also expecting rain. So underneath here, these seats right here, they're Velcroed on, so they come off, just like that. So the cool thing is, we've got really large trash bags underneath, just like that, underneath the seat. So if it does start raining and we need to cover this thing, we can. I think these are like 50-gallon trash bags. You can get them at Home Depot. And it covers pretty well. And so that's a chair. It does have a seatbelt here. Another thing we do on this, because I know she's going to be sitting there, if it's really hot, we just went over to Walmart and just got a little umbrella, just like that. And then it's not very big. Pop that open. Got it at Walmart. I think it's like $8. So it's kind of a mini, and so she can hold it like this and sort of block the sun. And I think we'll probably get one for ourselves too as we're standing there. But what's great is that you can just hang it right off of here. Let me put it together real quick. Just folds in, wrap it around. Has a nice little bag. It's not super resilient. I mean, it'll probably break on you if you're not careful. So as long as you sort of keep it safe, you're probably all right. Let's see if I can actually get it in there. And in it goes. Okay. And then here you can hook it right onto here. I usually put it here first. Fits right there. It's fantastic. So you can hang a lot of stuff off of there. I think because we're going to Universal, we're going to take a wand. I think I'm going to have like a PVC pipe here and keep the wand in there so it doesn't get broken. And then we can just take it off and use the wand. And so that's the chair that we'll be taking on the trip. And this is the first time we've had to do a wheelchair like this. So we're going to see how it goes. The other thing we're going to be taking on the trip for the first time is going to be this guy right here. I think it's a Vevor, and it's an ice chest refrigerator. And the way it works is the whole thing is just a freezer. And what it does is the big one here, this is the freezer. And then this one, it just gets whatever the cooling is off of this, comes over to this. And so at first I thought, oh, you can control the temperature. You can only control the temperature of the freezer. I kind of think your best bet is just get a freezer, but because this one you don't really control. It just comes off of the freezer. It just floats over, I don't know. But it does pretty well. It keeps stuff pretty cold. I've got a bunch of the cords in there. This one's for a wall, so a wall plug. And then it has the car. And then, some come with a battery you slide in. And I didn't want to get that because I thought it would be too heavy. So, we were able to get like a full gallon of milk in this, plus ice cream. It's bigger than you think it is. And then we're going to, my wife usually takes water drinks, fills them up with water, freezes them, and we can use those as ice instead of just dumping a bunch of ice in there. Have a bunch of those ready. And if those melt, then you have water if you need to. To keep it going, like if we have to go into a store or get gas and have to turn off the car, we went ahead and got a Jackery. So this is a Jackery Explorer 1000 Plus. So it's got 2,000 watt running power, and I think it's got 3,000 peak watts. So like, when things turn on, you usually have a lot more wattage. Today it's a little dusty. We were actually using some of our power tools. I was using a grinder and a sander running off of it, and we were able to run them for about 4 hours. And then I went ahead and tried to charge it with this thing. You can get this at Costco, by the way. That's about $700. And it comes with this, they call it a mini solar panel. It's 100 watt. And I gotta tell you, it's okay. If you're gonna use solar, you need like a lot of solar panels. I mean, you're really looking at like, if you want something to charge fast, you need a lot of sun, no clouds, and you need probably 1,000 watts or 4 of these guys. Well, this is 100 watts, so that would give you 400 watts. You really want at least starting at 4. Just one. It was recording this at like 99 hours to charge. So this is just kind of there. It's, I would suggest just getting the generator itself, the solar generator. You can plug it into the wall. It charges it like almost immediately. It's crazy. You can charge it in your car, but I think it's going to probably only charge it like 88 watts. It's not gonna charge it very quickly. I know that like Blue Eddy, they have, a few of them have the car charger. You run it right off your battery. That's probably a better deal. I would say I'm going to charge this at the wall. We keep it in the car near the fridge over there. And then if we have to go in, we just turn this on and it'll keep the fridge going, And I haven't tested it to see how long it would last. But if it runs the power tools, I'm more than sure that you'll probably get 5 hours, if not more, off of the charge for your refrigerator, freezer there, your chest. So that's kind of our setup. One more thing I would suggest if you're pushing, what I've found is, at least on these grips here, my hands it'll rip up your hands. So we went to Costco and I got these, these typical stretchy gloves. So they have sort of a rubber grip here, and it's okay. I mean, it's starting to go now because we do a lot of pushing on the roads, but this is nice to have. They're real cool. They're not hot. Wear some gloves, for me anyway. And then there's 3 of us, and we're gonna carry one of these guys right here. And I got a big compartment here, and this is for, you can get a large water bottle in here, or a small water bottle, depends, but it's really roomy, and it's you can stick it right on there, just like that. It has, I'm sure you guys have seen these, they're everywhere now, but these are fantastic. And one of the things we're going to be taking in these, because it rains oftentimes at the park, and what this is just it's a shoulder strap, so it's a crossbody. So you just wear it straight across your body. It hangs off right here. It's pretty decent. Inside here, we can actually get a rain poncho. We are taking one. We got a pretty good one. We take that plus food. You can get a lot of stuff in there. So this is some of the gear that I take. And then, of course, the rain poncho, which is over here. And this is the size. So just show you the size. That's a small water bottle right there. You just get at the store. You can see it's way in there. So you can get an even larger bottle in there if you want. And then let's see what's in here. This is our rain gear, USGI Industries rain poncho. It is what it is. There it is. It's pretty solid, and it's large, and it's not too heavy. It does take up quite a bit of room, but it's not too heavy, and it really fits in these bags nicely. And we've been caught in the rain over at Disneyland. It was horrible, and you don't want to go home, because you spend a ton of money. So we each have one of these guys now, and they work fantastic. They have a hood, and they're pretty solid, and they fit right in there, these bags. So you can see once it's in there, you still have enough room to do food here, plus you have an extra opening here, and then one right there. And so that's some of the gear we're taking. And I'm just going to chronicle it as we go, and to show everything that we've been going through. We'll be hitting Universal, all 3 parks, the new Epic, the 2 Universal at Disneyworld, We're going to be hitting all those parks there. We're going to do that one in 3 days. We're going to be doing park hopping. So I'm going to see how this thing does on the tram. The Skyliner, we'll be pulling that in there. And then, of course, the NASA Cape Canaveral Lighthouse and Spaceflight tour. We'll be doing that as well. So we'll see how this thing works on a bus. But the nice thing is that it does fold up. So, all right, so that's it for now.